What's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ Black Mark Shay Diddy. And welcome to another episode of the Streetlight Series. And today we got a hip hop mogul, Big Rich, in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, fam? What's going on?
Oh man, same old shit. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Blessed, enjoying life for real, enjoying life and just building, working, grinding.
What you working on?
A lot. I'm working on this little one and these youngsters around and building Project Level. We started in 2012, which is an entrepreneur platform for young kids. We do everything from music, fashion, dance, business, marketing. What else we do, Troy?
Photography. Yeah, I think you said all the main ones and stuff right there.
We do a lot of cool things for the youth, man. Just trying to build platforms for them and support them through this concrete jungle of an industry that we're all in.
Right.
We're all sitting there right now. So
what made you want to start that? Like,
just by seeing the changes, excuse me. Around 2010 was the last time my last album I put out. It was called Built to Last. We put that out November 2010. And I just seen a shift. I didn't know. I mean, now 7 years later, it was the digital age coming, but we didn't know that per se at that time. We was like, CD sales was slowing down, what's happening, what's going on. Like, we didn't really know that it was a shift digitally and stuff was happening. Well, I mean, a lot of people knew, but we just didn't really know like that. So when we did that, I was like, I don't want to be late to the party. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I was like, let me step back for a minute. I was not seeing these baby girls too much. You know what I mean? Both of my daughters was growing up fast and I wasn't seeing them as much. So I wanted to take what I did collect from the rap game as far as monetary and resources and start planting more seeds, man. Like, this is like a long-term investment, I would say. You know what I mean? Like, these babies is now they all, like my first class, like Michaela, she just turned 18. She graduated. She got her own sunglass company. She doing well with that. Right? She's in college. So like they just now kind of like starting to blossom from what we started investing in 5-6 years ago.
Right.
So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is going to be a 5 to 10 year investment plan in these kids though. Not necessarily in myself, but in their future. So it's going to be great. Like, it's going to be even greater later, I would say.
How many kids you got involved with this right now?
In the last 5 years, we've at least 600-700 that came through our program. But we always got a solid 20 to 25 that's kind of like the hardcore family that's building and then they now I think 5 of our former students have become employees for us now too. This past year we got 5 on the staff now too, so they running the ship now. Me and Danielle kind of kicking back and getting behind this little girl right here, this little rap star, dancer and singer and stuff. Well, dancer and rapper. So.
Yeah, she got a show coming up with
she Imprint City, Danielle's putting it together. Imprint City, it presents Talib Kweli, Nefta Farrell, Bianca Rochelle. It's Bayview Live. It's over in, I gotta get the address here. But we just saw the billboard at the bus stop. Yeah. I had to take a picture of it in front of it. It was awesome to see her on the little bus stop billboard. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was dope.
BB. She's always ready. Hold on, grab a mic.
Say hello, B.
Hi.
You gotta introduce yourself. You know you on the big stage. Uh-oh.
Hi, I'm Bianca Rochelle, and I'm a rapper, dancer, model, actress, and singer.
A little bit of everything.
All of that.
Multi-talented.
Right.
All of that. So yeah, just investing in them, man. But enjoying, like, and still being able to get on the stage every once in a while and still can do like SF Anthem and stuff and it still resonate with the city. I like doing that. So it's cool.
So cool. You've been tweeting and putting on Instagram a lot that you thinking about making a
teetering with the idea coming back. Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Big
because
Rich's back has been the hashtag. I've been saying, I mean, like, oh shit, I'm excited.
It's been cool. Nah, it's all good. Like I said, she immune to cuss words. But I mean, I've been looking at it, and I think that like 6-7 years later, it's kind of like, like everything kind of come back in style after a while, and the bug is coming back in me, and just being able to see how we embrace. Larry June, he brought me out to he just did a tour this past summer, right? It was this past summer.
Yeah, this past summer.
And he brought me out at the last stop was at the Regency.
Yeah,
and it shocked all of us. Like, I mean, I was kind of like on some like confident rappers. So I'm like, nah, this gonna rock it. But then when we seen the reaction, I was like, damn, it was like a wave of people and they was kids. They didn't know. They wasn't around when we was younger and stuff. So they just knew the song. And I was like, okay, man, we might have to go out here and test these waters a little bit. And then just being rapping, y'all been knowing me, half my life. I've been rapping very, very seriously since I was like 11, 12 years old. So doing that from 11 to 30 and then just cold turkey stopping, Like my creative, I kind of be going crazy sometimes because I don't write no more. You know what I'm saying? So just getting back reacquainted with the pen a little bit, and seeing what we come up with, and if it's good, if it's fire, if it can beat what we did before, then we'll release some new Big Rich stuff probably.
So I see you got my man Troy with you. You know,
Troy LLF,
man. Troy LLF, man. Legends Live Forever representing.
So have you stepped back from rap and just started doing project level?
Not really stepped back, but I think I just kind of like I took a little bit of a break, you feel me, just in between projects and everything, just to focus on them. Like we just had the 5, we had the group and everything, the in-house group that just dropped. They got an EP out right now about last summer. Helping out with a little bit with Bianca and everything, getting her, seasoned and everything, because she coming up. Then we got a couple other groups and stuff that we working on that's coming real soon. So,
like Troy, like our music director, he's like our A&R. The dude has the patience that I found out I didn't have for the artist.
He can't deal with him. I'll be honest,
like
all day, all night.
I'll be sitting in there like, look, like, you know what I mean? Like Quinn, he used to work us, man. Like we used to have to sit in that studio. Like every album I've ever done, we recorded 50 to 60 songs per album just so we can cut it down. Like that was like a rule at Dundee.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like it was a rule. Like my solo albums, everything, we had to record 50, 60. And then we'd chop it down, and whatever we don't use, we use it for mixtapes and stuff. But with them, it's kind of like it's a new wave. I'm up in there yelling at them every day, stressed out. And I'm like, Troy, bro. I'm like, Troy. I'm like, Troy, I need you over here. And he it was a blessing because his patience and just building with him and help him construct it was at just a different level than mine, because I was taught by a drill sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's my style.
And see, that was the difference, because I like, we didn't have none of that growing up, with the Legends Live Forever brand and everything. So it was just us. So we had to be patient with each other. Yeah, we was on each other at the same time. So I kind of just, instill that in them a little bit, kind of give Rich and them a break. Because they like, man, I'm fed up. I can't do nothing with them no more. Bye. You feel me? They like the parents that's tired of you living off of them. And they like, man, you got to do something else. So, I'm like the big brother, the uncle you can come with.
Up and move out.
Feel me? I'm going to give you a little more of an extension, but we got to work and we're going to get it done. Because I can, I'm right there. I can relate with him because I'm still an artist. You feel me?
Yeah, and I'm proud of him, though, because Banks, the guy over here, I don't know if he's in the camera, but that's Danielle's little brother and my little brother. That's Danielle's biological brother.
Right.
My little brother, I've been knowing him half his life, too. But his presence and his hunger for it is impressive. He's been around, like he was at the SF Anthem videos and on stage and stuff back in the day. So he's been exposed to it since her age, where she at now. So it was in him. So when he told us he wanted to come in, because he wasn't even like a part of Project Level per se. He was around, but when he graduated high school, he just came in and was like, bro, like we ready. I'm ready. I want to do it. So he definitely locked and loading up next. You know what I mean? So
you put him on the payroll?
Coming soon. He got some more. Some more dues to pay first before the payroll, but he's well invested in though. We putting a lot behind his career for sure. He going to Miami next week for the Revolt conference and stuff like that. We're gonna move him around.
You're gonna meet a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
You just out there, or you went last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was lit.
Who was out there?
He went last year.
Yeah,
too.
they went last year too. I was the only one. I wasn't there, man. I was in Atlanta at A3C. I was like, I'm coming with y'all this year. You feel me?
Like,
I need that experience. You feel me?
Sheesh, man. But yeah, I got a lot going on. Like, so do you advise all kids get into this type of industry? Like,
Nah, not at all. Not at all. We try to make it almost as hard as possible to get in our program.
Why?
Because it takes that level of dedication, and we know that sometimes this stuff can, to the average human, like Shay, I've been knowing you half your life. We've been knowing each other. Like, I've seen you go through the process to get to where you're sitting right now. Yeah. And everybody ain't down for the journey that y'all are, that y'all are on. Right. And that we've been on. It's like, understanding it is very hard. Looking at it is very easy. You can look at it on TV and be like, oh, I want to do that. I can do that. But when you get in it and you doing something that doesn't make sense to you, you a human. You like, why I got to go put in these hours right now? Why I got to go do that? I don't want to go do that. I want to go do what I want to go do. Right. And when we started seeing that, we was like, so let's beef it up. Let's make it a little bit harder. They come in. I mean, it's a good and a bad thing, but it's like, we know the ones that do make it through are really, really, really trying to be in this crazy industry, and they willing to go through the craziness with us, and a lot of them come in without the support per se of their parents, right? Yeah. Because y'all know how it is, the arts, just being an artist in general.
I don't know how my kids get into this business.
And this one, I didn't want neither one. Like, my oldest daughter, she's probably at home reading a book right now, literally. She's a very smart girl. She's my twin, like physically and personality wise, but even her, like I didn't want her to get into it. You know what I'm saying? It's just this one just kept tugging at our shirt. Like, I want to do this, daddy. I want to do this, mommy. Like from the jump, and we was just like, all right, man. Like, let's try it. And then I told her, if you want to do this, you got to be committed. And I'm gonna. Because like I said, I learned from a drill sergeant, man. I didn't learn easy. You know what I'm saying? So, and she'll be right there. She tough it out. She might drop a tear every once in a while, but she be there. She definitely gonna be better than I ever was at anything. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because she already moving mean. Like, she doing commercials, like Pepsi,
everything.
Pepsi ass.
Coca-Cola. She did 4 Disney commercials. She did Target. Recently, the Lil Yachty one. She's in that commercial. When they It Takes Two, they remade that little thing. She did Comcast. She did man, a lot, dude. What else you did, bud? Yeah. You did what?
Tell them, girl.
I did Skechers. Let's see. Like when I first started doing it, I did Annie's mac and cheese. I did a bunch of things.
Look at her smile, though. She's just perfect for camera.
Right.
Yeah, I danced for the
championship year.
Yep.
Performed in Vegas at Summer League, all that.
Yep.
NBA Summer League. Did that. Did the 13 city tour this summer.
Yeah, and then in Project Level, we are getting new kids for our dance department. And today it was really fun. Because we had a lot of kids and it was fun to teach them.
Yeah, be trying to mentor them and stuff now. Like, you know what I mean? They be taller and older than her. She be trying to put them on to it.
Youngest one, she still does, but she the vet though, because she's been around it all, so she got all the games.
The good thing about it is that she's the vet, but she's still sweet as ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Humble and just happy to be here.
She's sharing and everything now.
Now she's super juice, y'all. Like, this is all the stuff she's done. This stuff is like, I ain't seen her this happy. So thank y'all for this opportunity. She's juice right now.
You know, we got
she can't
So
stop.
how hard was it for you to start Project Level? Like,
I think the hardest thing was, like, we had came from, you know, our era is like, it was very, 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 you had to be manly in our era, right? You know what I mean? It was tough. So the stuff that the narrative we was trying to talk about was like the opposite of what Big Rich was, per se. You know what I mean? Like, Big Rich, the brand was like real hardcore gangster rapper and stuff like that. But the father of 2 little girls, you know what I'm saying? So the softer side of me and just want to see their future look better. And then tired of the complaining, you know what I mean? Because like we all complain. I was complaining. I hated where the industry was at that time with CD sales, and we was on tour. I remember my last tour was it was me, Keek, Filthy. Right before he even got popping, it was Filthy, La Rule, Kafani.
Jay Styling on that.
Jay Style. It was like 15 of us on this big old run. We did like Seattle all the way down through the Southwest to like New Mexico, everything. And it was just like all of us kind of was just like on the tour, just like, man, I don't know, man. It ain't the same. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't. We brought 40 on to like 6 shows. It was like it just wasn't feeling right. So transitioning was like tougher, trying to learn the politics side of this stuff.
Yeah.
And like just seeing how that worked and getting in City Hall and getting a lot of love and stuff. And they was trying to figure out what exactly I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And like they thought, you know, like normally like celebrities, quote unquote, or whatever, they do like backpack drives and all that, which is great, which is needed. But then I was trying to explain to them that I wanted to do something a little bit more. It was a little different. It was more permanent. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So they kind of didn't understand. And then, you know, when we was doing fundraising for like college tours, we bring them on this big college tour every spring break. We bring like 40, 50 kids down to LA and Vegas and stuff. And half of it be visiting colleges and stuff, but the other half be like record labels and going to Universal, Interscope, and just showing them both sides of it and stuff. Right. And like they didn't understand like why I got to GoFundMe for it. You know what I'm saying? Like why I was trying to collect. They was like, come on, Big Rich, ain't you a millionaire? Like what you need? So just trying to explain trying to get into it. Cause when I'm talking to nonprofit folk, they showing me like, nah, you got to get used to asking for money. I'm like, I'm not used to that.
Right.
If we want to make money, we'll put out an album and hustle. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I wasn't used to that. So just getting into that, changing a lot of bad habits that we had. You know, we still trying to trim down. If you remember back in the days, 3-story gang, we 30 deep everywhere we go. Getting a very bad reputation with the promoters and stuff. Like, so trying to trim that down, move a little bit calmer and do all that. That was a tough thing, just really. And then Danielle at one point was like, are you really seriously trying to do this? I'm like, yeah, I really want to. We're going to do this. We're going to help these kids. We're going to build this future. And she was like, all right, well, if you with it, I'm with it. So I just had to get out of my old ways. That was the hardest thing. And then learning and having the patience for the political side.
Did you receive a lot of support though from like the community? Because I follow you on all the social media platforms.
Yeah,
I always see kind of like your frustrations whenever.
Oh, absolutely not. I've been on the island. I mean, I don't want to complain. I don't want to use this platform to even complain about it. But it's been like when the Big Rich brand, when I was like, ain't no more big. When Big Rich was dead, it was like, okay, then everything's dead. You know what I mean? Like I was like, dang, like you know what I'm saying. But it was cool though. It was good. I got a lot stronger.
Right.
I grew so much in the last 6 years. Like mentally, as a man, as a father, I grew tremendously. Especially as a businessman, I grew a lot. So I'm grateful for that. But I think my fellow rap friends and all that just didn't understand what I was trying to do. I think they understood a turkey drive before they understood creating like a school and a platform for music for the kids. And I remember I used to bring like they'd be with like she done met everybody from Kanye West to I just posted a throwback with her and Rick Ross and all these kids that met all of them, right? And like my rapper friends, like, come on, blood, like you supposed to be doing that for yourself or one of us. Like you putting these kids in position. And in some cases, some of the kids met these people a little bit too soon, maybe. Right. But, they didn't pay the dues that we had to pay. So I understood what the rapper friends were saying. But at the end of the day, though, it's like, come on, man. I'm trying to really help these kids. I'm not doing it for me. That's why, like I was telling him, I haven't done no press runs. This is my first time on any kind of platform, especially like this, to even talk about Project Level. Because I didn't want it to make it seem like it was a publicity stunt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the kids do get stipends.
Yeah, no, we pay a bunch of our kids. We try to get as many of them as possible, especially the concrete ones that's here. We definitely invest in them. They get stipends, and then we help build their businesses as well and invest in that.
Man, that's crazy. I wish I'd had something like that when I was a kid.
No, I know. Me too, bro.
Like,
me too.
We would have been in radio a long time ago. Like,
sunglass line at 18.
Right.
Say something.
She
and that's
it.
one thing right there too that he said right there. You feel me? They give them stipends, but then he also helps them build their brands and businesses. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Like everybody, all the kids and stuff that are there right now have the chance to create their own. You feel me? He don't ask for nothing. Cool. I'm gonna give you the platform. Show you how to do it. Go get it. You feel me? We got this coming up. Bring your glasses. Let's do it. You feel me?
Right.
And everything else in between, from t-shirts, all
and
that.
there's definitely, and like just to reiterate too, like it's definitely been a lot of like friends in the industry that have reached out. It hasn't been a zero thing. It's just that I was expecting it to be kind of like how I was when we was rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of love. A lot of resources have been open. A lot of people behind the scenes that didn't even want credit and stuff. But I'm gonna give a lot, especially like Ghazi. Like Ghazi has been a friend. But way before rap, right? Way before all of this, but he's been like that secret godfather that come through in the clutch for Project Level. So I just want to shout him out for that. Like he's been a good friend for a long time, so it'll go past rap. But that's a dude for sure that deserves some love for that.
Yeah, that's big, man.
He
Shout
been
out to
here for
guys.
us.
You doing a lot for the Bay culture,
No doubt.
period.
Yeah,
Right.
no doubt.
Signing everybody like Empire.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Company,
I told him, man, it started, I remember like just in his little office working for In Grooves, and then it just exploded. So I'm proud of dude, man. I'm happy for him.
That's what's up, man. So we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit more about what's going on in the world today, like in general.
No doubt.
So I saw you also post something else. We always at a basketball game. Matter of fact, it was Troy. It wasn't you, it was Troy.
Okay.
At a basketball game, and they were singing the national anthem, and you like, in your camera, like,
Oh, yeah.
And Troy
blasted
is
me
Malcolm
like that
X.
today.
He's Malcolm X.
I got blasted today for not standing.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Oh,
I'm like, you got to respect it. If you can't respect my opinion, that's exactly what we protesting and everything. You feel me? I mean, I think we was at we was at the Big 3 game.
Yeah.
And they were singing and
Big
everything.
3?
Yeah, out in LA. And I was like, cool,
you
it
were
came
in
on.
LA?
I wasn't, yeah.
So did you see the Laker video when some woman threw a drink on a dude at the Laker game who didn't stand for the
Yes,
anthem?
I've seen that.
Nah,
I've
see.
seen that.
You didn't see that?
They'd have had to escort both of us.
They
out
really,
there.
they really trying to get this race war popping.
Yeah,
man.
I don't think they would
Really-
do that out here in the Bay.
Oh no, not at all.
They
Not at
tried
all.
it in the Bay. They tried it already. Remember when they had the neo-Nazis and stuff coming out here? They all supposed to be
But
a
you
whole
see how
big thing.
swiftly they got shut
Yeah,
down the Bay,
exactly.
and that's what I love about this
We
out here.
like,
We
nah.
ain't playing with that race,
It
that
wasn't
racist
nothing-
stuff.
people
Man.
just in the streets,
Oh
man.
man, like I don't want to take that away from.
No, they definitely are present out
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
But they're
Yeah,
not going
but
to
they
be
not-
so
yeah,
vocal.
they not doing
because
that.
they're so outnumbered.
Like I don't think it was like that for a reason. Like before, nah, they wasn't vocal. Now more and more coming out, it's only going to
We want you to come out.
Yeah,
though.
we want them, but so we know. I mean, I'd rather you put it on the table. Let me know. Okay,
no,
cool.
but it's not just us, because if you come out and then you have an entire community is like, this person ain't cool.
Yeah,
that's not just
get 'em up outta
affecting
here.
our community. That's affecting whoever they work for, their business. Their friends are comfortable even acknowledging that they know you.
Yeah.
You're exiled for your community. Like, there's a lot that comes with that. And it follows you because, I mean,
Yeah.
ain't you that dude who threw the drink?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
was out there, hey,
Yeah.
For real.
they
For
calling
real.
folks jobs and everything. Like, man, this person's a racist. Fire him. We
Dude
coming up
didn't
there. We
even
gonna
touch
protest
down
y'all.
back in the Bay
Yeah.
before he was fired.
Exactly.
Yes.
They not
Oh,
playing.
playing.
In Charlottesville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlottesville. Yeah,
Had a picture
Charlottesville.
of dude. They not playing with that.
Sunday morning, he was fired. It happened on Saturday.
Yeah.
He was still out there.
That's crazy. Yeah,
He
you're
got,
right.
hey, he got off the plane and got that voicemail.
Son,
Damn.
Don't even come in.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I mean,
we gonna mail you your check.
Yeah, you feel me?
I kind of want him to come out, though.
I mean,
I
you
want to
do.
see him. Like, I always hated, like, you know, behind
Yeah.
the scenes,
Yeah.
don't like me. Like, if you don't like me to my face.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just think Trump being is like the symbolization of just how many racist people is in this country, and I think Trump just kind of he just like, I wouldn't even necessarily say Trump being so racist as much as it is just people just feeling like they have a somebody speaking for them. They almost feel like, I think the racist people almost feel like they've been oppressed this whole time, right? What civil rights is done, and it's almost like made it taboo for a white person to express they bad, you know, feelings about another race. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's taboo. So I think now they feel like they got like a mascot for them now. So they just coming out the woodworks now with it like hell. So they've been this way. So
They're saying whatever they want to say.
anything, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. We can't be surprised by it because we know they out there. You feel me? So anytime you see it, it's like, okay, what else we got?
Yeah.
So being honest, so when somebody opposes the national anthem or sitting for the national anthem, do you instantly think that they're racist?
Nah, not at all.
No.
That oppose sitting for it, right? So the ones that's telling you to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, to me, because I never like I never like doing any of it.
Yeah.
That I'll be like, man, what's the big deal, right? Like, if you don't want to stand for it, why you can't stand for it, right? Like it's like, I guess it's growing up black, or, you know, I'm 50% black, half Chinese.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Hey,
So
any part black,
it's
you
like,
black,
yeah.
period.
But
Look,
I
that's
never.
what I just told
It's been
Shay,
my
bro.
twins since
I
high
ne-
school.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
exactly. And we both Virgos, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead Sagittarius.
I thought you was a Virgo. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
But
man, I'm a
nah,
Libra.
but we nah, for real, like, I never really felt a part of the country. Like, I never felt like, so my patriotic, it never was that high. So it was like, I was like, man, Cap don't want to stand for it. Like, and a lot of people don't stand for it.
Right.
I really just was like, damn, this story took off because, you know, he'd show up to the podium with a shirt on and an afro.
Mm-hmm.
So it was getting even bigger, and they just wanted to make it a bigger story. But like, I didn't see a problem with it, man. Like, I was just like, what's the big deal? Like, he doesn't want to do it. So when they be like, you ain't you should get out of this, like, for real, bro. Like,
Right.
that's corny. You just hate. You have a lot of hatred in your heart, and you want to find a reason to strike.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy to me? I always feel like people don't even know the history of the national anthem and how it was written based on racism.
Yeah, you see the next verse is about slave. They had to cut. They had to trim
cut
it
that out.
right
I mean,
there.
it's just like playing the radio edit versus the real version.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
it's there. You know what but my thing about it is like, with so much outrage about the national anthem, and I personally do think it's justified. People are allowed to feel how they feel, but because it's causing so much controversy, why not sing something else?
Real
Why not
talk.
sing Amazing Grace?
Real
Right.
talk. Real
Sing
talk.
something else.
Real talk. Because they got to know at this point that it is offensive. The reason, like, the origin of the song is an offensive song to people. So they get rid of a lot of stuff. They should have just been got. I don't understand the big
But then,
deal.
like,
I think it's just something to fight about.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it too. Like, overall, like, Colin Kaepernick was pitching. He was doing it because he was protesting police brutality.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it wasn't even about the song. It was, everybody started doing all the extra research now to where they made it more so about the flag instead
Right.
of what he was actually protesting and stuff
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So everything that's going on now was like,
But they made
It's
it about
adding
the
to it,
flag
you
because
feel
they're
me?
not talking so much about Black Lives Matter and the police brutality.
right,
I just watched a video earlier today of some swole ass New York cop putting hands on a dude.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
swole. I was
yeah.
like, whoa. But the thing about it is they've changed the narrative, and that is part of the problem.
And-
Kaepernick
yep.
was trying to make you
Right.
guys focus on it.
and so
It's not even about that.
Exactly.
Now it's about them kneeling against Trump.
against Trump,
Yeah.
calling them
Or they
SOBs.
been-
Yeah,
like,
They
come
ain't
on,
holding
man.
hands or elbows, locking elbows.
We're showing unity.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
man,
So,
it was
it's
never
not
about that. Never
Yeah.
about that.
was Russell Simmons He called it out. He's like, man, them dudes is a bunch of bitches hiding behind the locker room during the national
You feel
anthem.
me?
Real talk.
Yeah, that was some
for
sucker
real.
shit.
That was sucker
like,
shit.
At
That was
first, I
sucker
was
shit.
like, damn, he just called him. But I was like, you know what? He right.
It's real.
Yeah, like
Am I the only person that thinks that Marshawn Lynch is the realest nigga alive?
man,
Hell no.
Nah, dude, real. Dude, real.
bruh. You know, and like for the longest, like I used to see his antics, but when I met him and got to chill with him, that dude is 100% authentic.
Exactly.
For real.
He is one of the realest human beings to his soil that I've ever met in my life, bro. Marshawn,
He mean all of it.
he's a king, man.
Yeah.
Like,
That dude
I
is-
knew
that
it was
dude.
real when I seen him walk up to Caribbean City. No security.
Dude, I seen him there with a hoodie on,
Right.
and like all his boys around him, they look like the rappers and all that. Dude looked like security, like he mean mug me. I'm like, dude, it's real, bro. I love
He got
dude,
no
man.
security on. He
Right.
just chilling,
Yeah,
like,
Just
chilling.
chilling.
He an Oakland native. He ain't afraid to show it.
Yeah,
like,
real talk.
But he don't. That's why I think Marshawn got away with it for so long, because he wasn't like,
Yeah,
he didn't make it a media thing. He's like, this is what I believe. That's what I'm doing.
yeah.
And even when they
What's
tried
up,
to make it a media thing
Yeah.
and put him in the media, like, oh, he doesn't talk to the media. Okay, you want me to come talk to you? Cool, I'm here so I won't get fined.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, straight up.
Like,
what else y'all
Can't
want
be
from
mad
me?
at that,
Yeah, you
though.
can't be mad at that at
Somebody
all.
like that, like,
Can't be mad at that at all.
as long as you hold your ground and do what you want to do, no matter what's
Right.
going on, you got to respect niggas like that all day, because it's like
Straight up.
everybody. You feel like everybody doing something for a purpose.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like for the attention. Marshawn don't care about none of that.
None of that.
None of that. So it's like to me, he is one of the realest niggas I've ever met.
Yeah, he one of the realest ever, man.
One of
That
the realest
dude.
niggas in the Bay.
Funny thing, he's been like that since college, though. So
Mhm,
for me, it was like, damn, bro, I feel like I'm still back at Cal right
Right,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Breaking my sidekick again, slapping my shit out my hand in
Yeah.
class. Like,
That's crazy, man. He's
so-
he's
Niggas
exactly
talking about
like
some
that.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember he met them. He was like, man, go comb your hair. Your hair is nappy. We like, what? Like, we was like,
Yeah.
that's the first thing he said. He didn't even say hello, nothing. He was just like, man, y'all hair nappy. Like, he started grabbing her hair, like, what you got? It was crazy. Dude is too real, man. I love him, man.
she was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, exactly. Hella cool though, man. Hella humble, hella cool. Like I said, I think Fab has said that. Like he'll borrow $20 from you. Like, hey, let me borrow 20 so I can go get something from the store. Like, he's a regular dude. He ain't let none of this change him at all.
Like, man, do I tell him no?
Right, right. If
Exactly.
I tell him no, he might try and take it from me.
Like,
Like,
man.
can I get it back?
Yeah, like,
you feel me?
I ain't got 20.
Hey,
man.
for real.
I got 5.
Right.
Like, I
Stupid.
hand it to him. But shit, man, right on for y'all coming through, man.
Quick question
Absolutely,
though,
bro.
what y'all think about the Cam Newton thing? Sorry,
Another. I mean, he apologized, and I was almost like, I mean, dude was catting. I thought dude was gonna like correct it at the end though. After he said like, "Dang, I ain't never heard a girl like that's
Yeah,
weird."
yeah.
Saying, and I was like, "Well, no offense, though. I thought he would do that. He didn't do that, but then still." Like, and then she got back though with the racist stuff that she did. I was like, man, like, don't throw rocks in the glass house. That's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
But I'm still not. If he was belittling her just because I got 2 little mamas, I ain't feeling that. But I didn't think he had to really apologize per se for it. But I think he's just trying to save face.
Yeah.
What y'all think? What's your take on that?
My thing is, right, I don't agree with I don't agree with what he did. Like, if he was trying to belittle her, like you said, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But did this society get a little too sensitive?
Very
Way
sensitive,
too
bro.
sensitive. Like,
See, and I'm glad you cut the conversation short because we can get in that whole sensitive generation stuff because I don't want to offend this
Right,
whole
right,
generation.
no,
right.
it's not about.
But-
we are. There's a
'Cause
lot
everybody
of
out here
sensitive
sensitive.
things going on.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
in
saying,
that
he could've
situation,
said-
though, because it's nationally televised,
Man,
coming from a woman in media,
Yeah.
that shit happens on a regular basis.
And that was Ken, and that's why I said like for him not to correct, not to like, because like I talk like that, right? But I talk like that amongst my friends, and I be like, but you know I love you. I'm just playing
and I
with you.
think that's what I was. You
I
feel
it's a
was
me?
waiting for
cultural
him.
thing too, though, because I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Cam was on some hee hee ha ha, but she didn't understand it as that. She understood it as
Straight
you're
up.
attacking
Yeah,
me
straight
right
up.
now
You
on the
trying to play me in
microphone.
front- and
Where if
then
it had
everybody else
been
blew it
me,
out
I would have been like,
proportion.
"Shut up and answer
And
the damn
imagine,
question."
Right.
and imagine
You know what I mean?
every
Like,
day,
yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
every day of her life, she's hearing that in the locker room. But when it ain't on national TV, she's hearing that. So I know that hit a core with her because she like, I'm tired of being, oh, you a female, you know about routes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but she had to study this. Like, I was
Straight
talking
up.
to somebody about this earlier. If
Yeah.
you are in that locker room interviewing these players, you got to be the cream of the crop
straight up.
at your agency or wherever you
Straight
work.
up.
So if you're sitting down in this studio with me,
Yeah.
bitch, you better appreciate being here. Otherwise, get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm doing me.
That's
You
real.
know what I mean?
That's real.
So for Cam, I get it. I just think that culturally, she didn't understand his personality.
Yeah.
I've said this before, that a lot of times why people find themselves in trouble sorry to go back to this. Sometimes with police officers, because officers don't understand culturally how people, their behaviors and reactions to people, why they react that way. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. I think just being just now mentally being in the space where we trying to fix a lot of the problems in the hood. So having a conversation, like just being this Big Rich compared to 7 years ago, Big Rich, my conversation with youngsters that we be trying to help I used to be more of like them. Yeah. But now I'll be like, it's a whole, you talk to young dudes from the hood.
The disconnect
like
is crazy.
The mentality be ill. Like you be like, damn, you still thinking that way. So when you get into a cop or you got an altercation with a cop and he's super scared of you and the aggressiveness come out, but also, man, if you can't handle that, you shouldn't be having that job. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways on all of that, man. It's crazy across the board.
I say that they need cultural training.
They do. They really do.
Prime example for me is Mario Woods, who got killed over in Hunters Point.
Yeah,
right.
Away from the cops. And when I saw him walk off, I thought he was on something. Like, you know how people be. They're like, man, fuck what you saying. I'm out of here.
Right.
For real.
It wasn't like he was trying to.
It wasn't
in
one
my
thing.
opinion.
In that video, I
knife.
see one thing
Nothing.
that will cause him to get shot. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
like
bro.
8 cops, though.
Yeah, especially with whatever he had, a knife or whatever. And come on, man. Shoot. If you're going to shoot him in the leg or something.
Right.
It was 100 shots.
You shoot
100 shots for a knife, bro. Like, and y'all professionals.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all professionals. This is y'all job.
And it ain't like he ducking and dodging the bullets either. You shoot him one time. Oh, okay, all right. I quit.
Yeah, but then also, too, when we were talking about Marshawn, like, a cop, like, would think Marshawn is a super hood, like a demon. You know what I mean?
Right.
And dude is one of the kindest people you ever
Sweetheart.
meet. He's a loving person.
Right.
But because his dreadlocks, his size, his physique, his style, the way he danced, they categorize him, and that's not the truth. So like you said, if they did cultural training, they would know that he's just expressing himself.
Right.
A better way of cultural training, better than that, is having more black people be cops.
Well, we do
understand the culture.
It's just
the culture.
It gotta be more from like the neighborhoods and everything. Like it's a couple of them out here that I know that are actual like Frisco natives and stuff that I went to college with. We went to high school with. That's cops now and stuff. And I'm like, that's what's up because I know you know.
Right. So they're not going to approach you the same way somebody from the valley is.
And they come in here and work these inner cities and stuff. And it's like, how do you come? And you from Petaluma, but you come work in San Francisco and you work in the Fillmore district.
I always
that don't
said
make no sense.
that if you got to police this community, you should have to live in this community. Because I feel like you should have to face the people that you are convicting and arresting and beating on and shooting.
You're absolutely
exactly
and saving at the same time.
So
all the people that you dealing with, I would call the police so motherfucking quick if some shit pop off. I'm sorry. I'm
real talk. But I think this generation, like the younger generation, is going to have a lot more minority police officers though, because I just think from where we grew up, that shit was not cool at all. It was like we was persecuted for even thinking about it. But I think now with all of this going on, I think moving forward, in time everything gets better.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta infiltrate the whole system, like more.
Gotta do it from the inside.
Right now is the
time.
time.
Right now is the time. We need more congressmen. We need more senators.
Real talk.
In order to change the system, like so. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop telling people, like, you can't be a cop. Like,
for real.
Like, we hate cops. Like, whether you hate them or not, that's not you hate them because they don't look like you.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, if they look like me, why would I hate you?
Straight up.
Like, you can help me at some point in time. Like, especially if I'm, you know what I'm saying? If I run a red light, I get put over one of my brothers.
Absolutely.
Like, man, come on, man.
Yeah, for real.
But not even like that. It'll let you slide. But you feel me? That's somebody that you can relate to. He going to look at you and know, man, I'm not finna pull a dude out this car for running that red light. Man, I gotta write you a ticket though. But
and you definitely ain't gonna shoot him for having a hoodie on.
Me?
Right.
You like, bro, just got a hoodie on. We all, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But talking to a whole bunch of motherfuckers from the valley.
They don't get that.
Where their car goes
he looked like
they
a suspect.
grew up and was taught that people that look like this are a problem.
Straight up.
Those are the people that shit should be, afraid of.
Like, that's why I'm trying to tell people, like, man, if you want to be a cop, man, don't let nobody tell you not to. Like, you never hear me say, like, I hate cops. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I just keep it to myself.
Man, I'm telling you right now, if somebody comes, I'm walking down the street, somebody comes shooting at me, who you think I'm going to call?
For real though.
Like,
for real.
Shit.
Rich.
Who the
No. Not no more. Stop. It'd be funny though, when I see cops, because I'll be around them a lot, we do gun buybacks with them and stuff.
Yeah.
And they be giving me the side eye. They be like, "What's up, Rick?" They used to call me the director, and I don't know. I never asked them what they meant by that, but street related. So when I'm with them and stuff, there we be like, eating donuts and stuff. It'd be funny. Like they be like, oh, he not a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I remember every time I posted,
blood.
they'd light up my comments. Though, like, oh, Rich with the 12. He working with the 12. Like, shut up, dude. Whatever. Like, so don't come looking for me. The 12 gonna get you. The 12 gonna get you, man.
12 gonna get you.
I ain't tripping, man. Whatever. Now I was playing, but yeah. So it'd be funny. Cops be cat though, but they be cool too. I mean, like when I talk to them, they. It's just them couple that mess it up for everybody, man.
And that's like everything. That's like in the streets. It's always that handful that's just messing it up for everybody. When we trying to bring the community together and stuff, it's always them, what they call them bad seeds.
Yeah, yeah.
And the same thing in the police forces and stuff like that. So, we just got to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There it is.
Thank y'all for coming through.
Nah, thank y'all for having us, man.
Shout out to Project Level.
Shout out to Project Level. BB, you want to talk about anything before we go, bud? BB all talked out. She finna be asleep as soon as we get to the bar.
Face.
But before we get up out of here, man, Danny, come over here.
Danielle, get on the camera, man. The woman behind everything, man. None of this would exist if this lady wasn't on this earth. So she got to say something.
Hey, how y'all doing?
He's like, I'm here.
I'm here, and I am supporting. Always behind the scenes, but holding everybody up.
Always making it happen.
That's what's up. There it is. Your boy DJ Black Mark, Shay Diddy. This is the Street Light Series, man. We out of here.
Yeah.
When everybody went right, I carved my own lane. In a few years, I'ma run the whole game. I put my team on, promise that won't change. Young BB, the world gonna know my name, and I was born for the bright light. Word taught just to shine bright. Head high and my eyes wide. I'm like Kobe with them highlights. The one and only, this is my life, my life. Rappers can't hold me, they ain't got enough for me. I be sick with the flow, little bartenders told me. Yeah, I hear you talking, but you gotta show me. This is God's plan, that's what mama told me. B, young queen, I do my thing. New kicks on my feet and I clean those clean. Better stay tuned, this is just a preview. BB, spit the real loves, rappers foo-foo,
Give them them bars, B. Good job, man. Bars.